How many of you have ever heard this? On the phone, or email, or text. We're not trying to sell the car, we're trying to sell the appointment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I started hearing that in 1979. It probably had some validity in 1979. I'm not sure it's got any validity now. Now, what's my first choice? Get the customer in here. But if I need to, should I be prepared to sell that damn car or truck on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're going to find more and more people. You probably already see it right now. Now, Jeeb, how long have you been doing this? 10, 15, 20 years?
About.
Are you seeing more people wanting more information on the phone than ever before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think you need to be prepared to talk more than just about the car. I think you really need to start selling what we do here, okay? Because talking about the commodity, which is the vehicle, is not enough. In addition to vehicle information, anyone handling the phone should be able to communicate the following. The dealership value proposition. Now, we talked about that yesterday, and that dealership value proposition, I emailed you all the different things we came up with yesterday. You want to go through all that with a customer on the phone?
No.
No, you can't. No customer in the world is going to give you the time. If they do, they probably can't buy a car because they've got no job and no life. All right? So you need to pick things out specific to what the customer's wants and needs are. If it's a new vehicle, I'm going to talk about a part of the value proposition that applies to new. If it's a used vehicle, I'm going to talk about the part of the value proposition that applies to a used vehicle. Okay? The factory value proposition, obviously that's only going to apply to new vehicles. Market-based pricing. We're going to get questions about pricing on the phone, true or false?
True.
You need to be prepared to discuss pricing on the phone. When I first started, if we discussed pricing on the phone, we got fired. Okay, we weren't allowed to give any information out, period. It was a way of doing business, but that's the way everybody did it. All right? Market-based pricing, you need to discuss. All right, for used, we talked about the reconditioning process. What do we spend on average to recondition a vehicle around here? Why do we do that?
So they don't have to.
So they don't have to spend the money once they take delivery. I would make sure the inspection and the reconditioning process is discussed on the phone. And by the way, when I say on the phone, if we're not talking on the phone, do it by email. If we're not talking by, or not corresponding by email, do it via text. Are any of you using video?
Sometimes.
Walk around video.
Okay, good. Good for you. Good for those of you that are using it, and shame on those of you that are not using it.
Yeah, and they're buying though.
Yeah.
80% they're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I seen good. Let's see. Here, you listen to that. So if you're not using video, I am just a little irritated at you. Okay? But don't, who cares what I'm irritated at? It's costing you money. Offer a video or FaceTime live showing. You know, and here's the crazy thing about it. You know, you guys have heard me say I mystery shop all the time. Why do I mystery shop? To learn. Yeah, I'm looking for good ideas. I know that I'm not the smartest cat in the on the planet. I know there's other people doing stuff that's really cool that I don't even know about. So I mystery shop all the time, and I am stunned at the very few number of people that will offer me a live showing or a FaceTime showing or even send me a video walk around. When you offer that stuff, basically you're just offering something that nobody else is offering.
Yeah.
And just the fact that you're offering it, whether the customer takes you up on it or not.
So yeah, most of them they told me I just applied like 3, 4, 5 dealerships. You're the only one who sent me videos about they like that. That's what
It sets you apart.
and they start talking, you know.
Yep.
We're not gonna come.
Well, seem good. Great comment. Offer to send the Carfax. Offer to, you guys don't do pure cars, so forget that. Offer to send an inspection or repair order if it's a used. Now, do you guys have access to the inspections for the used cars?
We can get them from service. We could get them from service.
Yes, but they're not readily available. Why? Do we know why that is?
It's
Just a good tool.
that would be like for example, when we're selling used cars and we are out like on a bump or something like that, that would be amazing. Right?
I would think so. Why?
I think it's an easy thing
Because if
to
you can
manage.
fill out a sheet and be like, listen, we did this,
Right.
this into the third to the car. So when you walk out of this dealership, you didn't have to go to another place and pay for it.
That's
It
the
just makes
idea.
the whole conversation a lot easier.
Before I told the customer, hey, we do inspections, if it needs tires, we replace tires, blah, 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 whole thing.
Right.
So once we go to the cars, most of them, because really we replace the tires, you can see there's, am I right, guys? The only thing going around the rims, whatever, and they go like, oh, I don't like the rims, look at, I told, hey, listen, it's not a bad thing, let me show you.
It's a good
The
thing.
only thing, so remember when I told you we replaced tires? They like that.
Right.
It also says on the Carfax what we did, the inspection.
I was gonna,
detail.
yeah,
Replace brakes and tires.
does the Carfax put everything that you do on there?
No,
Not like
The
a
sheet inspection. Anything we replaced or the inspection.
Okay, well, so the Carfax is a good thing to show them. That'll give the customer a partial story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Brian says, I mean, if you have the inspection and you have the RO, so